Like Jake said, thank yous first. Let's chat. So I'd like to start off by saying a few thank yous to those who've made this day possible for me. I'd like to thank my parents for their much needed love and support. Lincoln Child Center, specifically Harold Spencer, or Spence, as he likes to be known. My friends, family, and a few fellow scouts who helped me complete my Eagle project. I'd like to thank Mr. Dukas and Mr. Backer, Mr. Wheelman, and especially my Eagle advisor, Dr. Corbin. I'd like to thank my friends and my family for joining me here tonight. And some of you guys traveled a ways to be here, so I thank you guys too. So, in more ways than I can imagine, scouting has fundamentally shaped my life and has contributed to making me a person of unique substance. It was not simply the act of joining Boy Scouts that did this, but the prolonged exposure I had to camping, hiking, meeting, community service, fellow scouts, scoutmasters, and especially Eagle Scouts. My long and unbroken relationship with scouting has permanently affected my character. It has caused me to be ambitious and strive for more than average goals. It has given me experience in leading and following. The ultimate goal in scouting, of course, is to become an Eagle Scout, something that every Boy Scout one day hopes to achieve. I must be honest, there were times when other factors in my life put me in such stressful positions that I considered quitting Boy Scouts to make it easier. If I had, however, I would not be the person that I am today. When I was 7 years old, I had my first encounter with Scouts. Some of the Boy Scouts from Piedmont were holding a meeting in the Wildwood Auditorium, and everyone listened in as they discussed their scouting adventures. The idea of being a Scout sounded like fun, so I decided to join. From Tired Cubs on, I've built a new life with my fellow Scouts. There are people I've met in those early years that are still my good friends today. Things really began to change for me when I stepped over the Arrow of Light Bridge and into Boy Scouts. I remember the process for choosing a new troop to be somewhat daunting. Troop 11 stood out as a very special troop to me just because their events were organized, well planned, and the older Scouts commanded an air of respect that everyone seemed to obey. And I immediately decided to join. I must admit I wasn't one of those Scouts that took advantage of every activity my troop had to offer, but I did participate in many of the Scout outings and meetings. One of my fondest and earliest memories of a camping trip was my first outing in Dillon Beach. This is a really cool camp out because people get to launch rockets off dunes, go dune surfing, that kind of stuff. So it's a really fun trip. And on this particular trip, a fellow Scout named Burr Fawnin decided to bring a new meaning to the term homemade rocket. So after all the boys had taken their turn launching rockets from the dunes, fetching them, Burr pulled out this rocket. He fashioned out of bottles. It was a water bottle that was covered in feathers and pennies and I don't know, other stuff, man, like peanuts or something. And he loaded this thing onto this rocket launcher, like the model rocket engine launcher, and he lit it. So once he lit the fuse, the rocket began to rise slowly, and at first it appeared to gain altitude, and then it completely tipped over and zipped right past my ear. And went to the dune sitting behind me that I was sitting on. Never before had I felt terrified, excited, and content all at the same time. Each outing I participated on from then on presented me with just as much fun, excitement, and educational value. Boy Scouts means many different things to many people, as does becoming an Eagle Scout. If I have gleaned one truth about Boy Scouts, it is that more than anything, scouting is about self-discovery. The merit badges, hiking trips, community service, and camps are all devices of scouting that allow kids to see their own individuality and discover and then enhance their strengths. This has certainly been the case for me. The road to Eagle has taught me not just who I am, but who I can become. Thank you.